choice we are making in this election will affect every family and every member of every family. Let's get right down to the problems that practically all of us face today.
Let's get right down to the problems that practically all of us face today. Let's get right down to the problems that
See, I don't feel old. You know when you're getting older, because everyone's living longer now. I mean, my mum, for her generation, she lived till 92, and I mean, she was born in 1905, so they'd really had it hard. I mean, that generation had it hard. Yeah. So we're living longer. Medical science, you can get your new knee. I've had a new knee. You've got all these benefits now. And glaucoma, they fix that. I mean, what do you say, 50 odd years ago, whatever, you'd just go blind, wouldn't you, So there's all those benefits, but it costs money. That's the problem.
The rich country, and they just don't look after people. And didn't they, like the National Health Service, just like running that down because they want it to be privatised. And what's going to happen if it does get privatised? How much people who've got no money supposed to get a hospital care? They just want to, like America, got to have insurance for everything, and people just can't afford it. Well, I'm glad I'm getting older, because I won't have to be here when I do die to see what this country's going to be like. Because it frightens me and my children and my grandchildren and their kids. It'll be like in another 40 years' time, 30, 20, which I won't be here then. But it does, it worries me.
It can be hectic at times.
Very hectic.
Because when you retire from your employment, you don't retire from life. And when your grandchildren start coming along, well, it's like having babies again. Well, your children go out to work, you look after the grandchildren.
It's like having a second family.
Yeah, and it's lovely. We're fortunate where we can be busy, we're fit enough to get out and about. Yeah. So we're not too bad at the moment, we're okay.
Yeah. The world itself scares us. I feel it's a terrible world. I worry about the kids, the grandchildren. Now we're on to great-grandchildren. Because I've 8 of those. None on Dave's side. Unfortunately, Dave has 4 grandsons, 3 grandsons and a granddaughter, sorry. Yeah. And I have 14 grandchildren and 8 great-grandchildren.
Nothing really scares me.
He doesn't see the dark side of life, the bad side of life. Aren't you fortunate? But it's always been a bad world, I feel. But
we live in an age now where it's to sort of to put a roof over your head. The fathers and mother both have to go out to work, to make ends meet. So it means that you require, if you haven't got grandparents or you haven't got relatives to stand in, it means that you have to, you're snookered because there's no way the children can go. And if they do go, the prices that are charged for childcare centres, you'd be working literally just purely to pay for the child. It wouldn't be, all you'd be doing would be paying for the child to go to the centre. And at the end of the day, if you deducted that from your monthly wage, you'd be left, you might as well have stayed at home in the first place for it,
Even though we've got the pension, it's still hard to pay your utilities because you don't get we can't claim any benefits, you see, with having the pension. Even though the pension is just over the limit, we can't claim any benefits whatsoever, so we have to still pay for everything, all the utilities, gas, lecky,
water rates,
council tax, rent, and it is getting harder and harder all the time. If they keep putting them up as they do, we're going to end up with no money at all. Could you give the pension, the state pension, a boost, just to help us out, When we were employed, we'd be going away to Spain and things like that,
there must be millions of pensioners who are just on the state pension
Yeah.
and nothing else, just to stay. They haven't been lucky enough to have had a pension and work, and they've only been on jobs that you just got the state pension. We're the lowest, I think we're the lowest pension in Europe, if not, you know, one of the lowest in Europe actually. Old age people should be boosted up really. You need more, you know, you get ridiculous sums like, you know, £1 or £1.50 or £2 or something like that. I mean, it wouldn't even buy a pint of beer now, £2 if you went anywhere, you know, so it's I know they have to balance the books up and all the rest, but I think when you think of the other money that's being spent on things that you know, I would definitely do more and more to help pensioners, because when you think about it, we've worked all our lives. We've been lucky enough, we've been in an age where we've been able to work, and we've paid our dues in. I started work at 16 in Lourdes till 65, so if I've paid all them years into it, and then you end up with a pension, like, as you say I was on nothing else, you'd be, you know, you'd barely be able to go outside the door, like with just a state pension. I would say for the older people, they should be looked after.
Once you're retired, you know, your penny pinching. You know, you've got to watch your pennies, like. And I believe they're doing away with the pennies and 2 pennies now, aren't they, going to? So.
Have you got any saved up?
In the jar, get rid of them, yeah.
Senior citizens this day, I don't think they get treated properly. I was pretty lucky because when I started work, I went to private pensions. But if you had to live just on a pension, you'd have nothing else, I don't know if they survived. I said I was lucky because I joined a private pension. When you retire, you get a private pension off the company you work for, like the council, and I get a good pension off them. And that's, if I didn't have that, I suppose we would struggle. But I feel sorry for people who haven't, the government, no matter who's in, don't look after our senior citizens, and I think they should. I think they should be getting free television licence, not when they're 78. And that's just not because I'm getting older myself. I still have to pay everything. I have to pay £1,700 a year poll tax. I have to pay our water rates. I have to pay everything. And it's wrong. If you've worked all your life where you pay your taxes and pay insurance and everything else, and then you get to a certain pension age, and they say, oh well, there's £145 a week. You can't get food upon everything to pay their lecky in there. I think this must be one of the worst countries in the world that treat their senior citizens, I mean, disgusting. I mean, you can go anywhere else, Japan, Germany, who's there at a certain age, they get everything, and the states look after them, look after their older people, but this country don't. And it's disgusting when old, senior citizens and old people, which we're always saying, get treated. And we're the 5th richest country in the world, and they seem to give more away to other countries, and then they look after their own people.
I really think they need to get a grip of the social package, you know, as people getting older, and whether they stay at home and be looked after, or they've got to go into residential care or whatever. The money should be just there. If they're going to do it through taxation, it should be ring-fenced totally for that. You know, say they put a penny on income tax, it'll probably raise, what, about 6 billion? It would, I think a penny would probably do something like that.
Yeah.
Totally ring-fenced for social care. Because the government, I mean, I don't know whether it's successful, I know the Tory government, they came out with this big statement which sounded great. Local people need to make local decisions. Right, so we will give the money to local government, and they will provide the social care, and then, you know, they know what's wrong, good for your area. And I thought, well, that sounds good. Nothing in the thing to say how much money they were given. So over the years, that money's got less and less and less, and they don't get the blame anymore. That's the thing now. They say we're all in it together. But we're all an easy target, especially anyone that you can't get away from paying tax or whatever, or anything, your national insurance thing goes up and all that. Nobody can get away from that. It's so you're always an easy target, you know, if you're at the bottom and that's it. And there's the thing, well, there's millions of us. A couple of pound is not much to people.
There's gangs of people in America, activists, have different laws in different states, which I never realised. And what a bad, you know, how lucky we are to be in England. Yeah, and the 3 billboards, that had some aspects of that in it, where the police weren't really police, they were just bobbing along.
Yeah, bobbing along, that's what they do, innit? Bob along. Don't smoke. Cut your drinking down and don't take drugs. That's it.
It's hard now because the young people live in an age now where everything's electronic. And everybody's living on their tablets, on their snapshot, on their iPad and their email and God knows what else. I think they should spend a bit of time away from that. I would say to become involved in other type of activities, physical activities, you know, sports, when I'm reading now, this compared to 20, 30 years ago, the amount of children or young people that are involved in sports, it's right down, you know, do something physical, keep the mind active all the time.
I think young, you should try to go to school and try your best. You mightn't be good at everything, but everyone's good at something. And if you study and you try, that's all anyone can act. If you keep trying, you get better at things. And you know, that's what I found in life. You mightn't be good at it straight away, but you have to learn, you have to study. Because I think it's a marvellous thing, they've got every opportunity now. There's nothing stopping them. Young people today. And always have good manners and be polite. It takes nothing to say good morning to an older person.
And I say to them, join a trade union if it's just for one thing. If you're ever in a dispute at all, and with an employer or whatever, employer mostly, and you're going to take to a trade union, the union is there to fight for you, otherwise you're on your own. You'll never win a tribunal going on your own.
Or try to get a good education, which would give you the foundation to get a decent
Job.
yeah, and try and save your money. Get into a good pension scheme if you can, and work hard and be a good person, and you'll have a good life then.